So for me, my background has played a significant role in the establishment of the Lagos Food Bank and what has kept me going. Even my story even inspires my team, and it gives us a sense of why, and everybody is able to connect one way or the other. Not just my team alone, even the volunteers. Because saying that there is a genuine um, reason to be doing what we are doing, and for me, the background is what an average Nigerian can relate with. I grew up in a family of five, and there were times we went to school on empty stomach. There were times went to bed without food, and even going to school sometimes, you know, until you come back before you get to take lunch, something like that. So, and it wasn't a good experience. It wasn't a pleasant experience, but it just gave a kind of motivation. One should be able to experience to an extent. Not everybody do, but at least the extent to which you will go. Of course, if you have an idea, the problem you are solving and how it affects other people, it gives you that encouragement and the zeal, the passion, the resilience, the courage to continue. And yes, it has helped to a very large extent. Initiatives like Lagos Food Bank is important in every society. It's a need that it's an initiative that actually bridges the gap, meets direct needs of people. And I could remember when the WFP approached us and asked us like, how have you been able to do this, to make it work, especially seeing what we did during the lockdown, how we were just like almost everywhere, reaching people, in their homes and all of that. So they were really impressed, and they became a bit curious, like how we're able to manage all of this and then expand within a short while. Also, it's just the zeal, the passion, the willingness, and the fact that, see, anything you put your mind to is possible, and anything is possible. It just takes that willingness and determination, resilience, courage to make sure that yes, this would work and it will work. So working with smallholder farmers, women, as to a very large extent, saying helped us to see through the lens of um, the most vulnerable members of the society and the strengths they have to actually earn a living for themselves if they are given the avenue, the opportunity, to earn a decent living. Uh, nobody wants. I won't say that everybody is actually comfortable with a handout, and their pictures being displayed on the internet. No, not everybody is comfortable with it. But if they are given the opportunity, we've seen to a very large extent that yes, they are very hardworking, resilient, and are very, very productive. So, of course, and what this tells us is that we have the manpower, we have the country has the resources, has the manpower, has the population, and if our strength, which is our population, can be tapped, we can be among the top leading economies in the world. For Lagos Food Bank, it's an important initiative that every community, every society, every you know every country should have, because no matter how affordable food becomes, not everybody will still be able to afford it. So it just means that there has to be a bridge, a gap, where um, that kind of carries the most vulnerable members of the society along. And where people don't have access to safe and nutritious food, they can't thrive. And that is the essence of Lagos Food Bank. That is why it's important to, that's why our work is important. We're addressing the problem of malnutrition. which has a long-term impact on the economy. We are addressing the problem of hunger, which has an impact on the functionality of human beings. We are addressing the problem of unemployment that leads to not having food on the table. We help beneficiaries in this regard. We are addressing problem of food insecurity with, um, 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 you know, teaching women on how to grow food at their backyard and fend for themselves. So, and then for kids who go to school without food, we meet them in school and we also feed them 3 times a week. So for us, it's an important, our work cuts through the entire fiber um, of the society, the basic needs. You're looking at the Maslow hierarchy of needs: food, healthcare, you know, all those things are the basic needs that people need, and they can't be thinking of the next stage if those needs are not met. And that's what we are doing. That's what every society should have. I would say that this award really means a whole lot to me. And I would also say that in as much as I really, being given an award, of course, is a recognition of what you are doing in the society and the fact that, what people are watching. You might think that, okay, you are just in this halo, but of course, people are watching, and it's just a recognition of that fact. I really appreciate it. What is really, you know, a drive and that gives me that just gives me that joy and fulfillment is the life that have been touched, is the hope that has been given to people, and and having a body recognize that effort that one is putting into making our community a better place. Recognize it is really awesome and really encouraging.